Fall is here, so stop scrambling to post every single Wednesday on your social media, because I've already built your social media plan. Just copy, paste it, post it. Welcome to the Hybrid Ministry Show. Welcome everyone to the Hybrid Ministry Show, and today it's finally here. It is launch day. This fall seasonal social media pack, similar to the summer one that I had running all summer long, is exactly what you need for your youth ministry social media. It is a blend of custom and done for you content that you can pair together. And best of all, if you've been following along in this fall masterclass for your kickoff event, if you did the world's greatest donut, if you did the bracket, then students are now locked into your social media. That entire playlist is linked right here at the top of the screen or in the show notes down below if you're listening on your podcast. And so if your students are locked into your social media now because they've been voting and discovering and determining what the world's greatest donut is in your context and in your student ministry, well, then now you want to continue to lean into what's going on your social media. And don't forget that if you also used our welcome box strategy and our magnetic calendar, and they open that box and they scan that QR code and they're on your YouTube channel, students are seeing your content on their algorithm. And so therefore you need to keep feeding that algorithm. Unfortunately for social media, you have to continue to keep feeding it in order for it to be successful. But fortunately for you, I have just created a seasonal 3 months worth of content. So you don't have to reinvent the wheel. All you got to do is download this pack. It's less than $20, or better yet, become a Patreon member for $4 a month, which if you add that up for 3 months is $12. And you get the pack for free as a part of your membership and bonus podcast every single Monday morning. You can use that to continue to add to your feed while you're doing that, and the social media pack is taking care of it over here. You get to go over here and deal with all the things that you have to for fall. You have to start locking in your curriculum, which I would recommend COLEADER, by the way, and you can use Hybrid Ministry 10 for 10% off that. Or you have to build your calendar. You have to build your budget. You have to recruit new volunteers. And so you got this thing over here that's gnawing at you. You know you should do it. You know it's important. Maybe you don't, but trust me, it's important. And so my pack will help take care of that. It will give you content that you can continue to post and keep that thing active. And the best thing is that when you typically download a pack, it's not very custom to you and your ministry, right? When you download a pack, more often than not, it's a bunch of static and stock graphics. And we have a few that done for you that isn't tied to your context or your ministry at all. But we also have a whole section where it will be you or your students or your volunteers, your faces that people know, love, and will recognize, and that will help make your social media feed feel custom and personal, which is the entire goal. So without any further ado, what I want to do is I want to unbox this a little bit. And so in the next section, let's look at what is included if you choose to jump into the fall seasonal social media pack. All right, so if you are watching here on YouTube, you are seeing my screen. And so if you download the fall seasonal social media pack from Patreon, you're going to get a folder that looks like this. And so it says start here, hybrid strategy guide, and then custom for you, and then done for you. So in the start here PDF, it just explains what's going on with the seasonal social media pack. 3 months of custom fall related youth ministry social media. Just as a reminder, Patreon members for $4 a month, you get this package included in your membership. So consider signing up. That nets out to $48 a year, and you'll get 4 seasonal social media packs along with a bonus podcast every single Monday morning. But like I said, it's completely either done for you. It's either got a section of done for you, which is just download, plug and play, or custom for you. It's got some recommendations here of maybe some microphones that you might want to consider investing in. This one right here, for example, I just want to point out this one, I'm in oh, here we go. It opened up. This one is $7.89. So it really is very, very affordable and very, very cheap. Obviously it's not going to be incredibly, high quality, but it will still get the job done. And then right here is your recommended posts per week. Okay. And so you look here, it's like September 1st, and you got like your spiritual practice post, your emoji post, your Bible trivia post. Okay. Or if you want to build your own calendar, you can do it down here in this blank section of the schedule. Furthermore, this right here explains kind of like the strategy that I'm attempting to get you to participate in. So like, why social media, why vertical video, and all these things. This actually is available as one of the member downloads from about a year ago over on Download Youth Ministry, but I'm just including it here so that you can kind of like see and understand like the strategy and what I'm saying here. And then let's look at the done for you section first. There are 5 Bible verse reel videos. So here's a bunch of different like verses. You can post those. Super quick, super easy. Here's some like emoji back to school, kind of like guessing themed ones that you can post. Super quick, super easy. Here are some spiritual practice videos, Bible memorization, study, praise, share, pray for a friend, and then take the next 60 seconds to sit in silence. And then finally, these are like some carousel based videos. So like, what do you do if you're feeling lonely? What do you do if you're feeling sad? What do you do if you're feeling insecure? So like, those are all very simple. Like I said, download, done for you. And then over here, these are the custom ones, right? So every single one of the custom folders gives you some instructions, how to do it, what to do. These are some Bible trivia questions. So it's got 5 different rounds, so 5 different posts that you can do, Bible trivia. You can either hop on screen and do it, or better yet, hand it to a student and let them do it. And then I also give you some graphics that you can use to just overlay it. And you can build that in like a CapCut editor or a TikTok editor. And once again, just have your students do it. Here are some like recap or like devotional type videos. They're like you're going to be your spiritually charged pieces of content. Again, you can hop on camera or you can hand it to a student. And all of these, right, I have 5 script ideas right here that you can use. And it's got editing notes and all the things like that. If you have like a long form version of your message, you can use link in the description, something like an OPUS.PRO to clip that up. And you can also just post that and then kind of like skip this little folder section altogether. These are some man on the street, would you rather fall-based questions. So here's again some instructions on how to do it, what those are, and I created overlays. So all you got to do is just go around, ask a handful of students using one of those microphones that you bought. Would you rather wear an itchy sweater or continually have leaves in your pocket? Would you rather be lost in a corn maze or smashed your perfectly carved pumpkin? Would you rather have to eat leftovers for a month or rake every lawn in your neighborhood, right? And so you see how like those are great. And then finally, here are some transition invite style videos. So I give you the beginning of a video and then you overlay that right here and like, boom, you have one of your students pop in and they say, hey, you should come to youth group like Wednesday night. What time? All that type of stuff. And I give you 5 of those. And so these all are the custom sections of your social media strategy, because a completely done for you is going to rob your social media feed of you. And I don't want to do that. And so this is about as easy as we can make it so that like it still has you in it, but it's still also like not that much work. You can clear this bar. And like I said, we can get your students up to speed on this, which is what we're going to talk about in the next section of the video. So remember, while we're trying to increase social media engagement on your feed, the ultimate goal in all of this is not just social media engagement, but hopefully life change in the life of your teenagers and of your students. And so hopefully the more that they engage with you on social is also going to mean the more that they're going to engage with you in person, which is really like the impetus for this entire hybrid strategy. Online, which is where a lot of students are spending their time and their lives, paired with your in-person moment so that together you can create a solid hybrid environment. One that like your students, they're stepping back and forth in between those two worlds constantly. They live in that sweet spot called hybrid. And this social pack helps bridge that gap between those two different, sometimes seemingly opposing sides of the ministry aisle. And so I want to encourage you to continue to lean into it. And best yet, the best way that I have discovered to keep this ongoing sustainable strategy, because I want to point out, I'm encouraging you to post 3 times per week. In my context, we post 10 times per week. The only way that I'm getting 10 posts done per week is by creating and leaning into a fully student-run and led social media team. And I am going to detail and outline every single step of that in the very next episode so that you can build that for yourself, so that you can pass that off and you can teach your students very simply how to become influencers in their faith, not just online, but in their faith. That episode is going to be linked right here on screen. Go ahead and tap that, head over to that video, and we will see you in episode 165 for building your own social team. But until next time, and as always, my friends, do not forget to stay hybrid.